up, everybody? Back on the clean audio system. Great to be here. Thanks for hopping on with me. It's 10:26 p.m. Got a perfect shot of the waning moon, 92%. Thankfully, the clouds have cleared, so I think we're going to get a nice extended view right here. I just want to make sure that the audio is doing okay because I see some weird doubling on it, but if it sounds okay to y'all, thanks. What's up, Starlight Spectrum? Came in first. David Schmidt, almost first. Vicky, how you doing? Happy Honey, Big Bear, what's going on? Plain Truth, what's happening? Constantine Blaze, what's going on? Today to check up on the moon news, so I'm just browsing here, checking out some stuff from today. What I did listen to was Neil from the Electric View talk to Gareth from See the Pattern, who talked to Montgomery Childs from Sapphire Project, and that's a really interesting chain of videos. Encourage you all to check that out. I'll post a link, but it's also in the description. Hanging out with the Electric View guys on Sunday, and then I think Neil played CBC, the Canadian Broadcasting Network, a little too long and it got flagged, so that video came down, unfortunately. Alright, so that's a link to the Electric View, and you can find the link to Garrett's channel from there. What's going on, Lyriodendron? Is that right? Lyriodendron. That's a great name. Awesome. Oh, Starlight, that sounds great, or at least sounds good. I'm glad you got some good news. So I'm going to let some more people join, and I'll hop on guitar, and I'll play y'all some new tunes as well. I'm also going to look up some articles and such. Let me know if y'all have checked out that Sapphire Project update and what you think of it. There are a lot of different aspects of it that are amazing, but definitely one of them is increasing the rate of radioactive decay and potentially cleaning up some of the nuclear messes on Earth. That's a very exciting prospect. Yo, what's going on, Bombaclat? Good evening. And what's up, Joe Salamone? You're not late, just getting started here. The moon is just rising here. It's up at like, let's see, 14 degrees, just came up. So it's gonna get even clearer, which is nice. You see at the very top, we got Mari Crisium and little birdie just passing by. cutting into Mare Fecunditatis at the top right, 2 o'clock position, and then of course the rest of the craters. It's funny, you see little Proclus next to Chrysium is not glowing at all tonight. Typically it has the triad of rays coming off of it. And of course the rest of the features are all visible. Bottom left corner, Aristarchus, Kepler and Copernicus. Top, middle, Plato, Mare Imbrium, Sea of Serenity, Sea of Tranquility. And then 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock is Tycho, and Clavius, Schiller, Schickard. What's going on, Diego? Hola. Starlight's probably gonna do some of the translation, but welcome. Now let me adjust some of these filters here, maybe get it a little sharper even. Remember, this is the real wide shot. So we're back on the 11-inch tonight. We're gonna get some amazing zooms up at the top right and anywhere there's major relief. So let me do a little bit of that. I'll do a quick tour. No Saturn or Jupiter because I don't have that view from this particular setup. So it's just going to be moon tonight and really steady shots. Yo, let me hop on here for a sec. I did want to say thank you so much, Starlight Spectrum. It's very kind of you to pick up the record. I was going to write you back today and just escape me, but thanks for reminding me. So awesome. I very much appreciate it. There's going to be a lot more up there, I promise. And yeah, I checked the links in the description today and updated everything. So if y'all want to check out some of the music, you can go to here. I know all of y'all are my regulars, but in case somebody stumbles across it, there we go. Trying to play y'all some new music. That last one was brand new from yesterday, and I got another one coming up shortly. But I also have a very sharp image of the moon, just going along at the top near the Terminator. So I went from extender tube to just focal reducer. So this is cam, focal, and 11-inch. Taking a look at Atlas crater, moving towards Chrysium, and you can see Proclus is just looking incredible tonight. I'm gonna put a label there so y'all can see what I'm talking about. What's going on, Ellie Wynn? Nice to see you. Hope you're doing great tonight. And the cats. Yeah, so typically Proclus is so bright, if y'all remember. And you can always see those kind of three very sharp white rays coming off of it. And tonight it's just looking so different. This is right at the... Actually, I'm tripping. Proclus is much smaller than that. Crazy. My bad. It is still bright, but you don't see the rays. I totally lost it right here. Much smaller than that. For some reason, I really thought that Proclus was this huge one, but it's actually the smaller, bright one right here. All right, starting off rocky. What's going on, Light Moon? How are you? I got used to seeing things on the 8. I didn't realize how small Proclus would look, but that's Proclus, and then right under the Terminator, of course, Mare Crisium. Adjust the brightness a little bit. You can see Pierce and Picard, the two craterlets, are actually, now I'm starting to understand that those are possibly vents. So like, just allowing steam to be released as Mare Crisium was basically boiled by electricity. And you can see the tall shadows of the rim casting almost like a castle forest scene. Super crispy views. So Mare Crisium and Proclus, and then actually I'm going to pull up my atlas because I want to know what that other crater is that looks like Proclus but much larger. Mary, what's going on? A lovely evening to you. And I want to ask you because I saw that you commented but 3 times, and I never see those comments. They never actually appear under the videos for some reason. So I'm not able to respond or like them, but I noticed that you wrote me something really nice, and I'm gonna go back through my emails and read it from there, but that's why I didn't respond, and I didn't delete it myself, obviously. So for some reason it shows up in my notifications, and then when I go to the video to actually read it, it's just not there. So let me know, maybe you know why that happens. But still, thanks for the sweet comments, and I also know I owe you some lyrics. I'll get to those at some point, I promise. Got some catch and something else. But anyway, just so you know, I did not forget. Alright, so just peeking here, Mari Crisium, and got my atlas pulled up. That is Macrobius. Wow, I can't believe I've never really labeled that one before. It just seems so particularly stand out tonight, so I'm gonna write that down. Macrobius. And that's this quite large, I mean compared to Proclus, of course. Yeah, that's that, Macrobius. And this region to the north of Macrobius, this is Lacus bonitatis. Above that, Montes Taurus, Newcomb, Cleomedes, and a few others. Burckhardt Geminis, Berzelius, Franklin, all along the Terminator. Alright, so that's a little Macrobius. That's the first time I mentioned it. Yeah, Ellie, I never found that. I thought it was, I actually looked into it and it looked like they were deleting comments only for this Google Plus. Anything related to Google Plus will be deleted, but not for videos. At least as far as I understand. It would be a huge thing, I think. People would be making videos left and right if you deleted comments. But I could be wrong. What's happening, Darren Moore? And yeah, if YouTube ever goes away, I'll definitely do this stream on Twitch or on Mixer or on any of the gaming platforms. I figure it's not hard to do that, or Periscope or any number of things. But YouTube seems like the best place now still, just because it's kind of like where everybody does the astronomy stuff. But perhaps one day there'll be a streaming platform just for astronomy. That would be great if somebody develops that. I'm gonna look it up right now just to be sure anyway. We'll go to wide shot for a moment. Whoa, it is bright. Look at that. Crazy crispy. All these are new works in progress, so if they sound messy, they are. Oh yeah, here it is. Okay, so I found the article. This is the one I was referencing. It says YouTube is removing its direct messaging feature in September. So it's just that little commenting thing where people are sending basically chats back and forth via YouTube. They're going to remove that. But I don't think they're removing comments under videos, as far as I understand. So here's the link to the article. Not that I love Engadget so much, but this seems to be what you're possibly referencing. It's going to be a while before YouTube gets saturated, to be honest. Like, there are more and more like cool Electric Universe channels now, and lots of astronomy channels, but not that many, not compared to all the crap that's on YouTube. So I think like there's a ways away before YouTube gets eaten up. I mean, you can really find stuff from 2000, from 2005. You can find amazing videos that are still posted. So I don't think it's going away. Yeah, that too, duplicate. Disabled comments for videos that have minors in them. Well, this only has space in it, so... And also, I think it's very particular because you have to indicate that. Think about how many videos would be completely on lookout every time they made a video if it were that ubiquitous. Yeah, just direct messaging on YouTube is not something anybody really used, actually, right? So I was thinking about doing like a live show tonight, play some guitar, which means I have to focus on one or the other. We got a nice wide shot of the moon while it's still pretty low on the horizon. So let's get this wide shot for a bit, and I'll play some tunes because I haven't done that in a while. I also haven't warmed up today, so it's gonna be fun. Gotta say what's up to everybody in the chat. Thanks for hanging out, and what's up to Rick? Shockwave, what's happening? What's up to Sebas? Been a long time. Have to wake up and work. Have a nice day and night. Just a hello. Ciao, man. Thank you. Rick freaking hates drywall. I understand that. Mary says there's gray screens on top of the videos. So let me know if y'all run into this too. I know that YouTube is a bit funky. And if y'all see anything weird with my videos, shoot me a message, TakeBackSpace@gmail, and I'll take a look. So that is pretty strange, Mary. I mean, I guess they're also, I haven't noticed it very often, but you definitely send me comments. At least you used to send me comments that were fine. Oh, I know what I want to say. You sent me a comment with that street musician who's freaking unbelievable. I forgot the name right now, but that other video was just wonderful, so thank you. I should remember his name. Mercury Retrograde, right? I got the fan going, so it might be hissing in the background, but I'm not totally cooking, just semi. Ashara Jade, what's happening? Nice to see ya. Let me know if I missed anybody, but thanks for all the sweet comments, and let's get some tunes going. I wrote a bunch of stuff, but it's not ready for prime time. I played one of them earlier, but I felt like the mix is a bit hefty. It's going to be good, I promise. Maybe I'll play one later if you feel I'm lucky. I'm just going to warm up here real quick. Estas tone, right? Exactly. here a little bit. Yeah. Thanks for the kind words. True Manzu, can I try mixing one of your songs if I have the stems? I'm mixing tracks for quite a few years. Let me think about that one. Let me think about that. 'Cause they're all a mess. The sound is just like this, and the moon stays high up there for you, and the heart just flows like that, and with the stars stay up till you go to bed. You know I can't play nobody's songs but my own. Nobody's songs but my own. 'Cause that YouTube copyright police gonna get ya, gonna get ya, ooh, gonna get ya. Can't play nobody's song. Everyone requests something. Sometimes I feel like I should. Feel like I should. Oh, I feel like I should. But I can't play nobody else's songs. 'Cause I can't play nobody, even though I want to, nobody else's tunes but my own, but my own. A copyright strike song, exactly. Alright, I got a good one. Play Game of Life. Okay, let me see if I can do that one. I will try and do this one. Yeah, literally, I told you the story the other night. They gave me a copyright strike on my own song. They're like, literally, this sounds like something, and they're like, you can't, this video won't be shown in certain countries. And honestly, if you try and get that like removed, there's a risk they'll just like, whoa, sorry about that. That's not, okay, hold on, let's fix this before. Sorry, y'all. That's that guitar cable again. Alright, so let's do a zoomed in shot while I sit. Get up to the top. We'll take a look at Chrysium again, just because it's looking so nice. I will not neglect our zooms. Yeah, so doing Rush is like instant. And also you saw what happened with Neil's stream with the CBC stuff. They're just like pretty hardcore about copyright stuff lately. I get it. All right. This needs a little distortion. Let's add a bit of that and chill out on this verb. Add a little gain. Let's try this one for now. What's up, Miguel Gonzalez? How's it going, bud? Here we go. I don't want nobody else but you. That's not the right guitar sound at all. I'm just gonna go back to my original sound. False start, false start. Okay, here we try it again. Not dank at all sound. I don't want nobody else but you. No colors anymore. I need you to be true. 'Cause I don't want nobody else but you. That you didn't have it. Oh, I forgot that part right. That you didn't plan it. Don't tell me I cannot stand it. These are old lyrics. Oh, 'cause this is the game of life. Not as I tell ya. Oh, welcome to the game of life. Oh, do what you want to do. Comes the game of life. But not 'cause I tell ya. Oh, welcome to the game of life. Do what you want to do. Through the diamond sphere, you see the night turn gray. You do no damage here. Through the eyes of rain. Oh, come on, the price is right. Oh, but only if you want to. Oh, I'll give in my precious life. Oh, and do what you want to do. Oh, yeah. Dance, dance it. I forgot that part. That part I don't have chords for. That was a little taste. Getting warmed up here, but game of life. I will write down the rest of those chords at some point. That was fun. Alright, let's do another one. This one's sa-sa-sa. Feel what you feel, you've got to know when to speak. Better believe me, this is what you seek. Love what you love and know what's knowing not to fall. Better believe me, want to tell you all. Think what you want, but I can't listen to the news. Better believe me, soon we cannot lose. To bleed, how we bleed, I got to know just when to heal. Oh, better believe me, this is why we're real. Oh, know what you don't, and know just knowing not to call. Oh, better believe me, want to tell you all. Think what you want, but don't just listen to your blues. Better believe me, still we cannot lose. It's part of the way you school the fools. But it's not my kind of love, little girl. It's part of the way you school the fools. When I'm inside out, I'm outside out. It's part of the way you school the fools. Can't be joy forever. That's just the way you steal my cool. Your literature eyes make all the rules, cooking up every sunken goose, slowly tightening my noose. I think that's what you want from me. Oh, don't listen to your Hey Mary, take it easy. Hope you have a great night. What is it? It's Monday 11/11 right here. Still a bit early, but yeah, I understand everybody's gotta get that week going. I'll play you out to some Catch, how about that? I'm gonna go back to the wide shot for a moment, and then I'm gonna take a smoke break and we'll do some zoomed in shots. I'll switch up the lens because it's looking too great not to do zooms. Whistle test. Pretty dry. Whistle test B-. I left home at 17. Couldn't tell you I was living the dream. What could I do? For a while I played the field. How could I prove the hidden yield without the blues to fear? My heart was cool and left no residue. Oh, catch me if you fall, catch me when you're low. Ooh, pick up. Oh, the moon goes high and up, like friends you used to know. Oh, catch me if you fall, catch me when you're low. Wake up, it's imaginary man don't you know your life is worth more than this? Yeah. Oh, what would you have me do? It's a simulation. It's solitary. Wake up. It's imaginary, man. Don't you know your life is worth more than this? Oh, catch me if you fall. Catch me when you're low. Oh, the moon goes high and up like love you used to know. Catch me if you fall. Catch me when you're low. It's a simulation. All right. Going right into that, a little rough, but a little bit of catch for Mary on the way out. Have a great night, and yeah. Love it. Moon isn't a hologram. Great that you know this, but how? Well, the two reasons are because, well, holograms are not what they seem, and we're also seeing the moon. So in a way, it is holographic, but it's not a hologram. Maybe that's the answer. All right, tunes. Alright, y'all, so that was just weird. OBS just completely froze on that one image. I was like, why is it not moving when I move the remote? Anyway, back to the stream. Thankfully it reconnected and removed the focal reducer, so it's now cam direct to scope. Back here at Macrobius and Proclus next to Mari Crisium. A little bit wavy, but super crisp. Try and get some nice shots for y'all. I see the moon projector thing has shown up again, moon hologram. You know what I think? Of course, definitely moon is a real thing. Although, if you question optics in general, that's a different thing entirely, but as far as seeing objects, the moon seems to be a real object. What's happening for 75? Or the moon is a big Gruyere cheese. We'll start off the thread here talking about food and get me all hungry. Ellie Wynn says, beautiful tunes, thank you. Just trying to play some random stuff, new stuff. I have a totally new jam, I think. I'll try and play for y'all, just change it up here. This is a brand fresh and spanking new one. Let's see. Is this the right one? No, this is the one. Yeah, this one's called Electrocats. Or did I already play this? Yeah, this one I played this already. But I'll play it again, why not? I think it's a little bit out of mix, but if it's too buzzy. Yo, what's going on, Richard Watmore and Bon Dia? Deep inside my soul, you keep me waiting. Oh yeah, this is the right one. This is called Electrocats. Let's do it. Brand new track. Wrote it today. Deep inside my soul, you keep me waiting. You keep me deep inside. remember back times in the dust, only everyone was us. We edged it once and there was this trust for lasting human and Waterloo. Every time living on the same, now enter true and tell the world was blue. Colored chimney broken from the nest, with the steam rising from the west. Hold tight, a free memory is life. 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 Deep inside my soul, you keep me waiting. You keep me deep inside your soul. I keep you waiting. I keep you deep inside my soul. I keep you waiting. I keep you deep inside my soul. You keep me waiting. Give you love and a complete peace. I feel your pain and it's part of me. I know you think that they need these bodies, but I'm amazed by the words from your lips. I hear your name, but we come in peace. It's insane that you're part of me. Never lifts from my iron wrists, as if everybody is the same bloody. Never lifts from the iron wrists, as if everybody is the same bloody. Feel insane, but you run to relief. Maybe one day they summon me. I am made of the written of somebody someday, buddy. You'll get the slip. Here in space now we come in peace. Seeing things that you cannot believe. Ready to trip on the drift. We can lift to the moon, cause I love to give you. We are the space race, we are the moonwalk, we are the franchise, we are the sequel, we are the ether. How are we still here? For your place along the space race. Standing at the Interlight corner, on a beach outside of heaven, across the street from where I grew up after morning rays. Somehow we lived, somehow we died, somehow we came back to the city side and drive through civilized genocide. We had no fight with your armies, bearing down from the Western forces. Had no love for the army, we bear no hate for the Western forces. And when we speak out, when we sing loud, everybody wanna tear you down. But come on, come on, come on, step to me. I got nothing but love to give you. We are the space race, we are the moonwalk, we are the franchise, we are the sequel, made of the ether. How are we still here? For your place along the space race. so much for the compliments, y'all, and sorry to everyone who hated it. What's up, David, Electric Universe Eyes? Welcome, welcome. Nice to see you. What's up, Gemini Libby? And who else we got? Let me know if I missed you, coming or going. I'm getting back on this guitar, and I got a really cool, like, wide shot of the moon. I'm just recording some of it. You can see at the opposite end of the Terminator, got this nice little peak coming off the edge of the moon, the limb. I'm just gonna find the name of that real quick. I believe that is called Baader. Right? Beyond Gassendi. Just double checking. No, that's a little bit further. That is Grimaldi, actually, and then to the left of it would be Maunder. So funny. This thing about Neil saying Maunder minimum. But yeah, Maunder and that kind of darkened crater. I'll make a note of that. That is Grimaldi crater. What's going on, Cat? Have I ever spotted stuff we left behind on the moon? Definitely not. It's impossible to see it with backyard gear. It's just so small you can't really resolve it with these types of telescopes. You'd need the James Webb or VLT. Hubble can't even see it really well. Electric Universe Eye says, my wife and I just started a jam. And I started a jam last night. Very nice to hear this. I love the music so much. Man, and everybody, thank you. I'm working through a lot of new tunes. I want to share them with y'all, so I get excited and I play them. A couple of them are a bit buzzy, but added some lyrics to this last one. And then this new one, this is a totally fresh one right here. But it's a bit raw. All right, so I'll play that one for y'all, completely new. And that's all. Yeah, tonight's some music and moon chill. I'm not going to talk much about anything like space-related, space agencies or plasma. Y'all know what to do if you're interested in that. There's so much content out there. I'm kind of just digesting it right now. Hung out with the cats at the Electric View on Sunday, but sadly that live show was taken down because of the CBC kind of copyright strike, so I don't know if that show is going to come out. It was very interesting. It's super fun hanging out with Rick and them and Neil, and of course David and many others. Michael is awesome, Buddy is awesome, and we were waiting for Greg J, but Greg never showed up. We'll see if Greg shows up here, or hope he's all right. Hope everybody's feeling good tonight. Kicking off this week strong. Kicking off this week strong. Strong bad. All right, this one's called Bottomless. Old school style.
Dialing up the sky, and in my mind I don't see no savior, sure, but you so much of ask questions with some quiz, and now they got skipped to society strings. Unequally watching genius power the mind and live in every way. I feel If I could just have one more night alone by your side. Count to 7, count to 8. Count your love till she gave my mind. That's Thank you so much as ask questions. What's up with it now that God's gift to society brings? A billion are watching on nucleus powered our minds. We live in but I'm so for you until you went away. Got you the sauce for you till we meet again.
Alright, that one was super duper rough. But yeah, I was trying to write this new full album, and that's going to be the cut on it, called Bottomless. And then Electric Cats, and what's this other one? It's 094. This one's new as well. But this one, the bass is really rough on. What else was there? I already got that one. What about... And this one's also going to be a fresh one. I don't have anything on this yet. What's going on, truth be told? The sky is actually really nice, but it hasn't been for 2 nights. It was pretty cloudy. Kind of gave me a little break. Necessary break sometimes. So let's look at a particular section. Let's see what's going on with Tico tonight, or Tycho. All right. So that's a new one too. Let's just do some chat room songs for fun. We'll write some songs about the moon. So checking out Tycho Crater. See the nice central peak, the high-rimmed walls. Maybe David from Electric Universe Eyes can give us his take on the electric nature of this crater, because it does look like that to me. You got the extended parallel rays coming off of the left. till your heart is ready. Oh, damn your cosmic angels and hold your head up high. Don't let them tell you why. Don't let them ask you my plasma bubble. Won't you come out inside my plasma bubble? Ooh, did you know how I built it? It was made so superstitious by mankind's prejudices. Written, rewritten by individuals who got nothing much for me. They got nothing much for you, but nothing else for me. Oh, secret individuals run our lives. And where do they live? Oh, where do they come from? Oh, secret individuals running our lives. Translating my words to copy. Just get copied. Oh, my copy. And your secret individuals running my life. Running my life. Running my life. Running my life. I received my battery back today. I need to change it up slowly or else it will decay. My diodes arrived a few days back, but I need to tell somebody. I don't want nobody else but you. Alright. Let's do a little bit of wide shot with Tycho. You can see it's very wibbly, but I think that's the storm passing through. I'm excited for Electric Universe Eyes to do his new experiments. What will the soil say when you zap it with 10 trillion beams of plasma? What will your parents say when you kick out your heels and leave college to pursue a life of degradation and isolation from the storm? What would you do? Oh, how would you live if they called you crazy? I need a little, I'm gonna grab a little drink right here. I don't have any water, but I need it. So, quick break, be right back. A little bit of Watts.
If you want life, don't cling, don't cling. Let go, let go. How can I desire not to desire? How can I surrender myself when myself is precisely an urge to hold on, to cling to life, to continue to survive? be like a person who has a bad habit, as a result of which he is committing suicide. He knows that, but can't give it up. Because the means of death are so sweet. The way the world actually is an enormously complex, interrelated organism. People undergoing shock, people locked in the colorless, monotonous corridors of mental institution. If you want life, don't cling. Is that if you are really aware of your own inner workings, we didn't have some campaign to have an improved brain. When you see that there's nothing else, there's nothing else. If you want life, don't cling.
If you want life, don't cling to it. Isn't that a great way to look at it? Stay like water, be like water, stay like water. Need some water, now I'm hydrated. Need some water, be like water. I'll stay where I be. Oh, like water, oh, chemistry. Stay hydrated, stay hydrated, space, yeah. Oh, just a little harmless water, it keeps us all together. Just a little harmless water, just keep us together. All the biology, it's electric, it's electric. All the chemistry is electric. All the geology, it's electric. It's electric. It's electric. It's electric. From biology to chemistry, all the clouds are even called currents. Not like sweet little raisin things, but full-blown plasma currents. Not the kind of thing you make your muffins with, but full-blown plasma currents. Not the kind of thing you can snack on, just a few more plasma currents to grace the night. Don't drink the bong water, don't. Mind your roommates not to drink the bong water, no, no. The bong water. Diminished. How about
told me to tuck up and forget about everything. Tell me to come your ear. Needed to wake up. And now that you wake up, do you know any more than you knew yesterday? Tell you to wake up, but now that you've woken up, do you know anymore? You know now what to say. Do you know now how to feel? What's real is nothing you need. What's real is nothing you need. Just try to find out. Just try to find a way. Just try to find a groove. Just try to find your way. Oh, so long with me. So long you will. And you wake up the whole neighborhood. Wake them up, who cares, wake them. Wake them up, who cares, wake them. Wake them up, who cares, wake them. There are more important things to do than sleep. So much more important things to do but sleep. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So much more to do but sleep. How come it's felt so long today? Yeah, copper tropicals, it's good to say. How come the love so fast, sickness, finger so long, feeling is back to you. Come on, just tell me the lyrics to the song. It's part of your mix of reality. Yeah, join me in writing some free verse. Let me know if you wanna go. If you wanna wake up, make up, stay up and light it up. Live it up. Wake up and make up, stay up and light up. Live it up. That's not amazing, but I hope so dash for writing some tunes. 'Cause I ain't got no lyrics without you, without you. I can relate, I can relate, I can relate, I can relate a message. Yeah, I can relate, I can relate, I can relate, I can relate a message. And I can show you stuff you've never seen before. You never felt before. You never know what's real until you get behind. Oh, right behind the ears. And somebody writes something now. I'm fumbling. Now I'm crumbling. Somebody writes something. Now I'm humbled by your presence. Somebody writes something before I go off the rails. Sharp way, you're bringer of concession, bringer of concussion. Alright, let's move to another part of the moon. Saw that hexagon, Janssen crater.
Maybe let's zoom in here on Theophilus. Look at how square this looks. Actually, let me draw some scribbles on the square shape of Mari Nectaris. It's so pentagonal. So I was trying to get a chat room song kicked off, but all of a sudden the chat ground to a halt. And that's what happens sometimes. Nobody's fault. Alright, so I just zoomed in here on Theophilus crater. You can see this is a very particular central peak formation. It almost looks like it's splintered. It definitely has one of those little craterlets or maybe vents on the left side of the rim. I can zoom in one more level too. Take a look at this particular crater. I mean, Theophilus looks even better normally. This is not actually the best shot of it, just simply because the Terminator is far. But there are shots of this where you can really see this thing. I think Rick was calling it uplift, but kind of, I guess the termination of the discharge would leave this kind of central peak. But yeah. Electric Universe Eyes asking me, wait, does the circular crater have a hexagon embossed within? Yeah, I actually really think it is a lot of that. There's like a hexagon, pentagon within circles or ellipses, like rough ellipses. And in fact, like if you really consider how large circles are really just a lot of straight sides, right? So you could have like a 10-sided or 12-sided ellipse that looked rounded, really. So these are all, to me, like geometric in a way. Damn, did it just freeze again? It really just froze again, huh? So strange tonight, what's going on? I feel like I have to reboot that one more time. Bear with me. Let's see if this goes through all right. All right, back online, I think. I hope. It looks like it's getting back there. There we go. So strange. I did kick the capture card the other night. That was that little crash, and I hope I didn't ruin it. This is totally a new behavior, but thanks for bearing with me. And I got dropped frames. This is just like not wanting to deal. Hide for now, Windows Update. I think maybe it's just Windows Update trying to, like, bugging out. Alright, it's green again, so let's take a look at this geometry. I know I said I wasn't going to do it, but I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. We'll get some scribbles up in here. This is a different computer, of course, so I have to scribble on the same screen as OBS, which is a little trickier than having two screens. Either way, I'm going to put on some tunes, and we're going to do this. Alright, I hope it just regulates in a second. It's already green here, so it should turn green any second. I'm just grabbing this MS Paint. This is like the updated version of Windows. I don't bother like holding off on updates anymore because they're going to force them. So I just update this damn thing. It should be updated, but of course there's always an update every single day. And Dropbox that's paused. Okay. Whatever, I hope it looks green again on YouTube, so thanks for bearing with me on that. Okay. Let's see if this works. There we go. I'm just testing out which color to use. Some of them don't show up at all. No. I guess that's the best one. Alright. Strange, I got it to work in yellow on the other computer, but I just gotta put up with it right now. And just get rid of this scribble right here. And I'll show you a little bit of what I was talking about. Actually, this is a good opportunity. Just put more mellow tunes. Okay, so man, it was much easier. I can't see the cursor now for some reason. Let's see what's better. That's not much better. And birdies are just passing by it like crazy tonight. Alright, I'm just gonna deal with it, see if I can. Yeah, there's no way I can do it without seeing the cursor though, that's crazy. It's madness. I guess I can guess. Anyway, just for this one's very particular. This is a Sea of Serenity. I'm gonna stop wasting time. Sea of Serenity, and then now that I have a reference point, kind of draw Sea of Tranquility. And I'm drawing this for all of y'all, but of course David as well, just so you can see what I mean by these connected. I think I did it last time as well, but I'm just doing it one more time. But then I feel like down here there's this kind of much more square-shaped connect. And then what's interesting is you have right here, that's Posidonius crater on the rim of Sea of Serenity. And then you have this kind of, where is it? Well, Sea of Crises up to the top right is under the Terminator, but that's the one that kind of borders Sea of Tranquility and kind of creates like a figure 8. But this is a very particular one, I think. Like, you can see the toroidal shape here, but it's also like molecules, you know, molecular patterns. I was talking to the guys on the Electric View, and they were showing these things. But obviously, this is very like crude. All right, that's looking like it's coming through. I kind of want it to be yellow, but give me 1 second. Let me see if I can make that happen. There we go. Sweet. And I can see the cursor again, much better. Alright, so let me brighten this up a little bit. So the other one, this is very pentagonal looking, and I want to say this is Mari Nectaris, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, Mari Nectaris, and it's got like a vent hole, and Theophilus borders it on the rim. And what I was noticing, I don't know if you've noticed it, David, but I think that like the same way there are small craters on the rims of larger craters, there are also craters and larger features on the rims of Mares as well. I'm just sort of reading the chat out of the corner of my eye. Let me know if I'm missing anything. I know that everybody's chatting. It looks green and sharp, so I'll keep going here. So I want to sketch this little area around Mari Nectaris. Where's my little sketch tool? There we go. That's really crude. Crude. Damn, why can I not see the cursor again? Capture cursor. When I keep it open, it works. That's better, I guess. Okay. Actually, it doesn't work. So strange why it's giving me trouble tonight. But anyway, that was an awful pentagon that I'm going to try and draw blind. There we go. One side, next side. There we go. And then what I wanted to show is this. If you follow this edge upwards, look how straight that is. And then it angles at 90 degrees right there. Isn't that insane? I think it is. Yeah, so I was saying that in terms of like replicating lunar soil, like doing something with kind of 2 different layers on it, maybe like a layer or just create like kind of sediment layers in a pan and see what happens when you kind of layer like different types of soil and then sand and then at the top maybe layer some, not some gravel, but like really packed fine dust or fine rocks, I guess. I'm not exactly sure, but definitely some moisture at a certain level, but I feel like layering it, doing like 4 to 6 different layers of different types of sediment and then kind of going across it in a very strict arc from point A to point B in the same, and measure time frames and change moisture content throughout, like over the course of time, and see kind of like, can you start a crater, like go across a line, create a sinuous rill, and then at the end leave the charge on and then turn it off and create another crater like connected, and kind of see if we can do some of these kind of counterparts to what we see on the moon, even though I know that you've already done that. But yeah, there are just so many different types that can be created. So I understand it's not easy. Anyway, a little bit of scribbles of geometry, lunar geo. Let's take a look at Sinus Iridum, and we got some junk on the screen. I feel like this is actually the camera that has all these specs on it, because this is a different scope and it looks like the same specs from the other night. Culprit. All right, I'm gonna move the scope a little bit closer and take a tiny little break. What up, peeps? Thanks for bearing with me. God, that took forever to move the scope and recenter the moon. But whatever. Back at it. And I am losing the view, so this is the last few minutes, like 10 minutes or so, before it gets, no, it's probably like 15 more minutes, so no problem. Anyway, this is Anaxagoras, really cool shot. I want to make sure it's focused, but this is way up top above Mare Frigoris. Let's zoom in here. And a really cool feature above that to the top right. Yeah, what up, eat all your fish, what's going on? So this region looks so fascinating to me. This top left looks like this giant kind of mountain, or we can just see the side of it. It's pretty insane, I think. I mean, it could also be a crater that's very elongated, but it looks like the wall of a canyon almost. Got a little echo in the mic. Yeah, that's been the whole show. Pretty typical. I don't actually have a delay on it. It's just like the reverb, but I can lower that a tiny bit. Yeah, Kimmy is not here, I didn't see her. But I just want to find out the name of this region. Really fascinating. Yeah, so this is a crater on its side, but this is like really looking at, is this the North Pole? Yeah. We're really seeing like, is this Athenis? I don't know why it's not giving me a name. Hinchelwood. So nuts. That's not it. That like large feature, I can see it on the atlas, but there's no name. I guess it's 5 days after first quarter, 13 kilometers. I'm not sure if that's correct. It could be Aepinus, Aepinus. Yeah, so this is, to the left of it is Sylvester, and then Perry to the right, Bird, Gyoja, but none of these, I guess, Mouchez. There's some really crazy names. Anyway, we're right up close, so let's zoom in even further here to what I'm talking about. Look at this. Yeah, it's just the side view of a crater. It just looks like the wall, like a slab of rock, but it's not. Although, even though it doesn't show it, it says not observable. It's strange. I'm gonna make a marking right here and try and figure out why we're seeing this when it says that we shouldn't be able to see this. It's really odd. Anyway, super cool formation. Let's keep moving in that same area and look at this. This is all, like, it seems pretty, I don't want to say new, but definitely some of the clearest. Very nice and sharp. What is not observable, there's that crater I just zoomed into that looks very elongated. I can see it on my atlas, but I can't click on it in the atlas for some reason. It says observation period not observable, which is so weird. I guess I could rotate the moon. Yeah, let me just rotate it. That's interesting. So it's, wow, it's Hermite. Or Leonard, right? What is this? Yeah, it's like Hermite crater with Leonard and the wall of Rajdev's. It's like the pole. It's a pole crater. That's pretty crazy. Just gonna make note of that and look it up, make sure that I'm not speaking out of line. Get a little bit tired here, y'all. Start winding it up. It's been fun, 2-hour show. Good one to kick off the week. So I'll be on this setup for the remainder of the waning phases, and I'll do whatever nights I can. So maybe tomorrow or the day after, for sure. And more tunes to come. I appreciate everybody hanging out tonight. And I definitely want to do a show with Rick, Electric Universe Eyes, and Neil soon. We'll do that next. Maybe these streams are a little bit too late, but on the next cycle of the moon for sure. I'm going to go through to close it out and scribble on some sinuous rills as I find them. So here we got a pair. Rima hyginus right here. With a little nodule. And then this long, look at this sinuous rill, that's crazy long. This is right around between Sea of Tranquility and Sea of Serenity. Yeah, Rick, I'll hop on the other computer after the show. For a little bit, for sure. I don't know, the sleeps just hit me, but the view is so incredible. So I'm gonna keep going just for as long as I can over here. Look at this crazy detail around, where is this? This is like another bay little Michael Bay. Is this Mare Nectaris? Let me zoom out. Yeah, it is Mare Nectaris. See, this looks like Sea of not Sea of Serenity. This looks like Sinus Iridum. Sorry, brain slowed down to a crawl. Yeah, Sinus Iridum looks like this as well. This is actually on the rim of Mare Nectaris, and this feature is called... It's No, it's not Doppelmayr. It's something. Fracastorius. Okay. Yo, what's going on, Shep? DGC OG. Starting to wrap it up over here, my man, but we got some really killer shots tonight. I'm just doing some last quick zooms over here. Thanks, Ellie. Going through here a bit more, just a bit further up. Another sinuous rill, yes, another sinuous rill. Just hunting these down. Right here, twin parallel sinui. Whoops. Aristoteles and Eudoxus, I believe. Am I wrong? No, I'm wrong. Sorry. That is Atlas and Hercules. They're very close. But yeah, this is really quite an excellent shot of Atlas, if I may say so. So let's log this for reference. I think it's probably one of the best ones. The clearest, that's for sure. Look how crazy torn up it is. So Atlas, and to the left is Hercules. Ellie, have a great night. Be safe, and catch you soon. So many jams. I'm working on a lot of tunes, but look at these shots. Just those last couple, Hercules, Atlas. Now over here at Sinus Iridum, Montes Tenerife, Montes Recti, Plato Crater. Definitely got some dust bunnies on this camera. I gotta sort it out. It's gonna look great if I get rid of them. But it's so tough to really clean those cameras. I know many think it's easy, but for me, every time I try and do it even correctly, you end up leaving more crap than you actually clean. But check this out. This is Alpine mountain range, and a really pretty good shot, actually, pretty excellent shot of Valles Alpes, the cut, the gash in between the mountain range and Plato. Just gonna point that out right here. I love this one. I mean, how crazy. Before I'd done astronomy, I had no idea this feature existed at all. Right there. Passing over Archimedes. Quick shot over here, Copernicus. Wow, look at that. Copernicus looking amazing. Just getting a little bit of contrast here so you can see a bit better. Man, I was really tripping out on this session. Put something a little less crazy. Lunar worm. Copernicus. Let's see what's going on with Kepler and Aristarchus. Never thought 5 years ago that I'd be saying Aristarchus every week. Look at this, wow. I can't believe this is the first shot I've done tonight, but look at that, man. You can see the internal geometry of Aristarchus. Actually, I can get rid of that dust bunny by just scooching over a little bit. There we go. Damn. Alright, top right, you got Vizsla. Bottom right corner, of course, Aristarchus crater. Here, let me sketch these out. That's just that's not correct. Oh yeah. Okay, so I don't know why I can't see this cursor, it's so difficult. Alright, Aristarchus crater, and then Herodotus. I got Schroeder's Valley, which I'm a little bit off on. There we go. Gooseneck. You can see how the extent of it tonight, that really tails off. Look how long it is. And then up here, we got Vizsla. That's that part that we saw the other night, those kind of ridges that were extended. I love just discovering more and more things about Aristarchus. And of course, the whole thing is contained within Aristarchus Plateau, the giant kind of diamond region. This whole thing. Boom. Fix this 1 second. Yeah, I'm bummed that I didn't go to it a bit earlier. You can really see the connectivity here. That some sort of event created these large features. Damn it. So what happens is, once the moon gets to the top of the windowsill, because of the diffraction or refraction, you start seeing all the junk on the lens much more prominently. This happened the other night as well, so that's why all the little, like, specks. Anyway, tomorrow night is going to be pretty great as well. The weather has shifted, I feel. And so everything's going to be nice and sharp. This was a good one. So many great features to look at. Finally, just that quick scribble over here on Jansen Crater that I showed earlier. Ooh, come back. Come back to me, come back to me. Right down here, over here, the sky. Such prominent hexagon and a large, like, it has a contained 8, and it also has another diamond ridge within there. Look at that. Whoa, did you see that? That was crazy. Was that a bird? I guess it was a bird. Excuse me. Let's see. Let's see what passes by. I guess that was a bird. A burb. Alright everybody, thanks again. I really appreciate it. I'm gonna let this moon drift and have a smoke with y'all and play one last track. Back again soon. Bird is the word. Let's probably show. Alright, Starlight Spectrum, Ellie Wynn, Bon Dia, Vicky, Rick, Truman Zoo. Of course, Mary was here earlier, and Kat, and Eat All Your Fish, and Joe Salamone, and Duplicat, and that's all I got. You guys are the only ones who've been talking. Those little burbs. Alright. And of course, Electric Universe Eyes. David came through. I know Miguel was here. Alright guys, I hope I didn't miss anybody. But if I did, you know I love you. Take care. I'm out.